and welcome to my channel. My name is Emily. This is my channel, Books for Life, and today I am here for a book haul. Now, what I am going to do is instead of putting all of the bookish goodies and books that I'm buying in a box and waiting to do a massive book haul, I am just going to film what I'm buying when I'm buying and then just kind of compile all of these clips into one video montage. And I don't know when I will actually post this. Today is Tuesday, April 9th, I believe. I believe today's the 9th. And so I actually just got in the mail my book of the month. It's a little dirty because it was outside, and when my dog went outside, she saw this box and she picked it up and she took it away. So I just thought that I would share with you the book that I got from Book of the Month. So this month I got Normal People by Sally Rooney. So this is a coming of age story, and it is about these two teenagers, Connell and Marianne. I believe, yep, Connell and Marianne. Well, they try to keep it a secret that they know each other outside of high school, and then when they go off to college, they kind of circle around each other but never really connect. And so it is their story. I don't know anything else other than that, but it sounds like cute YA contemporary, and I'm excited to be able to read this and then eventually add it to my classroom library. So I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll be back at some point with another bookish haul for you, whatever and whenever that may be, and I will see you then. Hi! So today is April 15th. It's a Monday. Maybe it's the 14th. I don't know. It's right around there. I suck at keeping track of the day. But anyway, I have another book haul for you. This is a really small one. I had to place an order to Amazon, and I figured, well, if I'm placing an order, I might as well place an order. And so I ordered a few books. And the other reason why I really needed to order this is because I lost my copy of Six of Crows. So I had to buy a new one, which sucks. So I went to a conference on Friday and I came home and I was all excited, and I went to go sit down at bedtime and read my book because I was, I don't know, almost 200 pages in, and I realized it wasn't my work bag. So I called the conference center and they could not find it. It wasn't reported to the lost and found. It wasn't in the room. It wasn't near where I was sitting. It wasn't any of those places, and I don't know what happened. So I had to order a new copy of Six of Crows, which sucks, but oh well, that's my fault. So now I have a new copy of Six of Crows. So the other book that I picked up from Amazon is The Language of Thorns, Midnight Tales and Dangerous Magic, and you might notice this is also by Leigh Bardugo. So if you are unfamiliar, this is a series of short stories that takes place in the same world as Six of Crows and also the Shadow and Bone series. And then the pages are gorgeous too. This says that you should travel to a world of dark bargains struck by moonlight, of haunted towns and hungry woods, of talking beasts and gingerbread golems, where a young mermaid's voice can summon deadly storms, and where a river might do a love-struck boy's bidding, but only for a terrible price. So it is inspired by myth, folklore, and fairy tale. So I'm really excited to read this. I will definitely be reading this soon, as I am halfway through Six of Crows. So then I also picked up Echo North by Joanna Ruth Meyer. And this book, I believe, came out in January, and it is another Beauty and the Beast retelling. I heard about it because somebody had an unboxing for this back in January. This was a Book Box's book choice, and I don't remember which one it was. As I said, this is another Beauty and the Beast retelling, and Beauty and the Beast is my favorite fairy tale. So I love reading Beauty and the Beast retellings. And so this is about a girl named Echo, and her father has disappeared, and she thinks that he is dead. And then 6 months later, she finds him half dead, buried in the snow, guarded by a wolf. And the wolf says that he will ensure her father makes it home safely if she promises to live with him for a year. So she agrees to this, and as she is living in his enchanted castle, she finds this library full of all these amazing books, and there's a boy who is alive in one of the books, from my understanding. And as the year ticks by, the library begins to slowly disappear. And so I've heard that this is really good. I really do love Beauty and the Beast retellings, so I figured I would add this to my collection of Beauty and the Beast retellings, and maybe I'll get to this soon. And then the last book that I purchased for this part of this book haul is A Heart in a Body in the World by Deb Coletti. And I went to a conference on Friday, as I said. So the conference that I went to was all about new release YA books and how they can tie to English curriculum and their appropriateness for a school library or a classroom library, and it was such an amazing conference. Kathleen Odine was our presenter. If you are familiar with her, she travels the Northeast giving presentations on YA books. Basically, I just absolutely loved her, and I loved her presentation, and that would be my ideal job. I would love to be the next Kathleen Odine. So anyway, this is a book that she spoke very highly of, and it is one that immediately intrigued me. And as you can see, that this won the Prince Award, and she just had nothing but amazing things to say about it. And I knew that I wanted to buy it, read it, and put it in my classroom library. So I don't know what, but some sort of tragedy has happened in Annabelle's life. And so Annabelle has decided that she's going to run across the country. So she starts in Seattle, and she is going to run to Washington, D.C. She says that she doesn't think about the why yet. She can't think about the why yet, and all she can think about is the going. And so she's able to do this because her grandfather decides to travel in an RV behind her, and together they cross the country. She endures muscle cramps and pains and blisters and all those things that associate with running. She runs in storms and in sunny weather. Basically, from my understanding, is like she's using this run kind of as a way to heal from whatever happened last year. I have a guess as to what happened, but I don't know yet, so I'm not going to even share my guess because I think it would be a spoiler. So this is a story about a young woman who is dealing with grief and loss and love, and how do you move on when a tragedy strikes, and what do you do? But these are all of the books that I have recently purchased, and I will add to this video and the next time I purchase some more books. Talk to you then. Hi, and I'm here today, which is Friday, April 26th, to add to my book haul. I purchased Letters to the Lost from Amazon by Bridget Kemmer. I have no idea. And everyone has loved this book. It's a 5 out of 5. So this is a contemporary. It is about this girl whose mother dies, and she starts writing these letters to her mom. And then this boy, Declan, who ends up finding these letters and then writes back. It reminds me of that, what is that old movie? Is it You Got Mail? Where they write those letters in that mailbox? I think that's what it's called. But anyway, it reminds me of that. And it says, can you love with someone you've never met? Everyone raves about it. I'm excited to read it and then add it to my classroom library. Hi! So today is Tuesday, May 7th, and this is going to be my last installment, I guess, for this bookish haul. I did receive my book of the month yesterday, so I thought that I would open that for you. And I have 2 boxes actually, because I have hit like a milestone with book of the month. I've purchased so many books that they gave me like a gift. So I have my pick for this month, and then I have some add-ons and then a gift inside. So let's see what I got. Oh, I guess this is my gift. I guess the other one must be my other stuff. Ooh. So I am a book of the month BFF. So I got a special little bookmark, which is pretty cute. And then I got this really, really nice tote bag. And this is supposed to fit a book. And then on this side is the book of the month. And it's really nice and heavy duty. Oh, and it has a zipper pouch here. So I will definitely use this grocery shopping and other things. So each month for book of the month, you can pick one of their 5 options, and then you can pick up to 2 add-on books. So I went ahead and I picked 2 add-on books. So the first book that I picked was The Bride Test by Helen Huang. A lot of people loved her first book, The Kiss Quotient. And if you're familiar with my channel, you might know that recently I have been really into chick lit. I have read like every single Christina Lauren novel that I can get my hands on. I love Sophie Kinsella lately, and I'm just like devouring everything that I can chick lit. So I thought that this would be a really great book to have. So this is about a male protagonist named Kai, and he has autism, and he feels like he doesn't fit in and that he's not going to have a relationship because he says that he's defective, and he decides to just avoid romantic relationships altogether. So his mom, out of desperation, goes to Vietnam and wants to find him the perfect mail order bride. So then that brings in Esme, and she is like excited to come to America, but she finds that like seducing Kai is going to be a problem. So I think it's going to be fun and quirky, and hopefully it has like that slow burn romance that I just love, and I'm excited to read this one. So then the next book is a pretty hyped book right now in book 2. This would be The Descendant of the Crane by Joan He. So this story is about this princess who is like not quite ready to rule, but she like just dreams of an unremarkable life. She doesn't really want to be queen, and then all of a sudden her father dies, and now she has to become queen. And she fears that her father has been murdered, so she enlists the help of a soothsayer, and which is actually a big problem because that's illegal and she's the queen. And so she wants to find out like if her father was truly murdered, because she believes that he was, and she believes that he was murdered by somebody close to her. So the last book that I got from Book of the Month is Sky Without Stars by Jessica Brody and Joanne Randell. So this is going to be part of a series. I'm not sure how many books are going to be part of it. I'm surprised at how like chunky this book is. I was not expecting it to be that thick. But yeah. So anyway, this is a sci-fi novel, and this has 3 different stories that we follow. So we have a thief, an officer, and a guardian. And in this world, Earth is no longer able to sustain us, and so we go to this different planet, and we have like survived there for the last 500 years, but things are not going well. Poor people are starving in the streets. The elite class reigns supreme, and it's just not a good world right now. And so there is a revolution that is going to occur. And so we are going to follow these 3 main characters and their role in this revolution. I love sci-fi, I love fantasy, so I'm excited to read this chunker of a book. I probably won't get to it for a little bit, but I'm excited. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you've read any of the books or have purchased any of the books that I mentioned, please leave a comment below and let me know what your thoughts were. Don't spoil the book, but let me know if you enjoyed it or not. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And I'll be back with more bookish videos soon. As always, keep reading!